Surprise. We're
Surprise.
back.
So, like, what works for us? We just had a great episode on systems and routines and, like, helping y'all through it. So, y'all are probably like, well, what do they do? What do they do? So,
Yeah.
we want to, like, let y'all know
We
what
just
we
figured it'd be
do.
kind of fun to talk about the things that we've kind of trial and errored, the things that work well for us. Again, like we said, that this isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. It's going to be different for everyone, but it's always fun. I like hearing about other people's systems that they use. I feel like it kind of helps me adjust mine a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're just going to kind of get into it. You want to start with your morning routine? What do you do in the morning when you wake up?
Guys,
First thing that happens when your eyes open.
I wake up and drink water.
No, that's
that is
real,
the
though.
first
Good,
thing I
yeah.
do. My Stanley is right by my bed. I wake up, I turn my red light on because it was just right there from the morning, and I drink water. That's the first thing I do, drink my water. And then I go and I start taking my supplements on the empty stomach. So that's like my vitamin C, all that good stuff, elderberry. I could go down a long list if y'all really want to know
I'm
the
curious.
supplements.
Because I don't even know. What do you take?
Okay. Vitamin C, elderberry, sea moss, and then a probiotic, 2 multivitamins, omega-3s, rosemary to get rid of extra hormones in my body. So for those that are on birth control, I just cut birth control. It's just a toxic thing in my life.
I'm so excited
and
for
it's
you.
great because it actually puts extra hormones in my body, and my body's been ultra not balanced. It's just not been balanced. So I'm taking rosemary in the morning to help balance it out. Coconut Colt on an empty stomach first, and then I go, and after I do all of that nitty gritty stuff, I go in my kitchen, I make my eggs with my cottage cheese, and then I do coffee with a scoop of collagen to get my protein in the morning. And then I go ahead, get ready for my day, get dressed, ice roll my face, squash on my face. And then I do my skincare, which consists of a good old moisturizer. And then I've got my sunscreen. I do rose water for extra hydration. And then I just gel my eyebrows up. I don't wear makeup. I don't believe in it. I think it's toxic for my face.
Believe in it.
I don't believe in makeup. I don't go out to the bar in makeup. I think it's stupid. You're what you see is what you get, guys. Think about it. If a boy sees you ultra made up and then he sees you the next day with no makeup, he's like, oh, I went up to that.
No catfishing here. It's
guys,
just totally
authentic. I don't want some guy thinking he's getting something he's really not. And then I get my all my beverages ready. So I normally go to the gym. So I make a hydrator actually. And then my pre-workout, don't do 2 scoops. I did 2 scoops this morning. I wanted to do
fun.
I wanted to do cartwheels everywhere. And then my BCAAs, and then I'm on my way.
I love it.
Ellie,
I feel like my morning routine, like there are 2 parts to it because like we both go to the gym in the morning before we start our actual like work day, school day, whatever it is. I feel like the bulk of like my routine happens after the gym, like that little period between the gym and whatever else I'm doing next during the day. But we'll just start from the beginning. My alarm goes off. I get straight out of bed. I don't sit there and I text Jill and make sure that she's awake and we're still planning on going to the gym first. Actually, that's gonna decide whether or not
sometimes pray she doesn't text me so I can go back to bed.
But we do. It's fine. I text Jill. I do get on my phone. I text Jill. I make sure that she's awake and that we're still good to go. Then once I have confirmation that we're actually still going, I get up. I go straight to my bathroom. I splash cold water on my face. One of the things that I'm trying to adjust my morning routine is that I love the ice roll right when I wake up, but I don't want to walk all the way downstairs to get it because it's freezing cold in my house. That's something that we're still working on optimizing right now. But splash the cold water on my face, wake myself up, brush my teeth immediately, oil pool with coconut oil, tongue scrape, the whole 9 yards. I already have my gym clothes out, so I put those things on first thing, and then my sweats and everything over it because it's freezing cold in my house again. Then all of my bags are already packed the night before. Like my morning routine pre-gym is very, very easy. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I put my clothes on, I grab my bags, I eat my breakfast. Before I work out, I always have a chomp and then my pre-workout BCAAs. It's very like quick, easy. It takes me about 20 minutes from the time that I actually get out of bed until I'm like in the car on the way. That's just what works for me. I want to sleep as long as I can during the morning, and it's just like quick and easy. But then go to the gym, get done from the gym, and that's when I do my whole like supplements.
What supplements do you take?
Oh gosh, there are a couple that I just started taking, so I don't want to I haven't been consistently taking them for some time, but the lineup as of right now, effective 2 mornings ago, is fish oil, beef organ capsules, actually. I always take magnesium, not in the mornings though.
Magnesium's a nighttime thing.
That's a nighttime thing. Coconut coal, then my Roost liquid multivitamin. I take an adrenal supplement. It has like ashwagandha, mushroom root, all of those good things in it. I don't even remember. I think that's kind of I always do like a little cocktail situation, mocktail vibe with like aloe juice, apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, Celtic sea salt, sea salt, however the hell you say it. A little bit of sea salt in it, like mix it up, take a shot of that really quick. Still in the process of perfecting my supplement lineup, but I always do those, eat my breakfast. I always get my bulk protein in the morning and then a little bit of carbs for post-workout muscle recovery, drink the coffee, chug the water, and then actually have like my slower, more restful, like peaceful morning routine vibe after the gym.
I have to have a coffee in the morning. I know a lot of people say caffeine's not good. I try to not do it on an empty stomach.
It's fine,
but
80-20.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's been the thing that I've been really focusing on too, is not drinking caffeine on an empty stomach and also making sure that I'm really hydrated before I drink the coffee because it dehydrates you. So chug your water and get your electrolytes in your body and then drink coffee. I don't know that coffee is that terrible for you.
It's not that awful.
Don't put the sugar in it, but like
I don't put sugar in mine. I just do it black with a scoop of collagen, and I do like flavored collagen with like 20 grams of protein. It's an easy way to get protein. It's great.
I've been doing the same with my protein powder. I just do I like chocolate protein powder. I'll just like do a scoop of that. I don't even do like milk or water or anything in my coffee. It's just like a straight like
I don't like milk
coffee, and then
milk grosses me out, so I don't do it. I just do my black coffee. I
want to try raw milk. That's something that I have not tried.
I like it.
I want to.
I like it.
Maybe that's next on the agenda
for my matcha. I like raw milk on my matcha. Matcha's a good time.
Great. Well, there's the morning routines.
Yeah, that's how we feel successful.
Let's do nighttime routines. I feel like the success of my whole day is entirely dictated by what I do the night before. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. I don't know.
No, I agree.
I feel like I'm a lot more rigid about my nighttime routine.
If I'm up like late, I feel it in the morning. Like I have to be in bed by a certain time. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
And I think for a day routine, like it changes. Like I've got school some days, I got work some days, I got baseball some days. Like it just varies.
It's
There's
different.
no
routine. We'll get into nitty-gritty on nighttime routines.
Yeah. All right. So nighttime routine. I don't know. I always shower before I eat because I don't put heat on my hair. That's just something I don't do. I don't blow dry. I don't do anything. That's just me. I know that's a lot of people do the Dyson and whatever, but I had really a hard time with split ends, so I quit putting heat on my hair. So I always like to shower like really early. Like I'm talking like 5, 6 p.m. to let my hair completely dry because I just find it better when I go to bed with it completely dry. Mm-hmm. So I shower first and then I always eat dinner and just chill, or get some work done, study, do whatever I need to do after I eat, just kind of chill for a second. And then I always turn my red light on and get into bed. I'm in my like PJs and chill, and I make my magnesium. It's like hot chocolate magnesium. It's super fun. So it's chocolate magnesium powder, and I just do hot water and a scoop of.
Where do you get it from?
First Form magnesium is great. It's good for you, and it's flavored. I like to do the chocolate one. It's dark chocolate sea salt is the flavor.
Oh, that sounds
so good. I just put a scoop of it in hot water, and it's like a nice little hot chocolate before I go to bed. I have a sweet tooth craving all the time. I always love some chocolate. But a First Form magnesium hot chocolate is fabulous. And then I always like read my book before while I drink the hot chocolate. I forgot to do my skincare routine at night. I do my skincare routine. I always do my moisturizer, and then I do my acne cream. Just, I don't know. I feel like I have pimples all the time. And then I do my retinol.
She literally doesn't. Your skin is perfect.
And then I spray all this stuff on my hair, leave-in conditioner, sesame seed oil at the ends to prevent split ends, and then anti-frizz cream. And then that's that. I always dry brush at night too before I shower. I forget. I'm like spazzing all over the place, friends.
No, it's great
We're
stuff.
circling back to when I'm reading and drinking my hot chocolate. Circling back after I read and drink my hot chocolate, I like to journal. That's my favorite thing to do. What were my wins of the day? What were my losses of the day? And then what were my goals of the day? I always have my goals. Right now I'm writing down all my 75 hard goals, my 2 workouts of the day, my gallon of water my day, and if I reach those and all that stuff, I have to reach them. If I don't, I'm going to lose my ever-living mind. And then I write my wins and losses. Maybe my loss like recently was like, oh, my attitude wasn't great. I just felt a little down today, and I was sad because of this reason. And I always like to just feeling just dump in my journal, whether I'm happy or whether I'm not.
It's good accountability, and it's good to like get it out of your body, I feel
right. And then it's like, okay, why was I actually feeling this way? It's like kind of reflecting, and it's like, oh my gosh, okay, I felt sad today. Why was that? Like exactly why was that? And I write it down, and it's like, oh my gosh, okay, great. I'm ownership. I was feeling sad because of this. This is why. And then it's like kind of awkward to go back and read. I don't like to go back and read things, so just don't go back and read. And I always like to do a tip for the like next day. So if I miss something the day before, like I wanted to juice one day and I didn't drink my celery juice, so I made a note to make sure I do it the next day. That's just kind of what I do. And then I make my ginger turmeric tea. Ginger and turmeric help with inflammation in your digestive system, so I always just do a little tea before I go to bed. Drink my tea, my red light is on, and I'm just chilling in bed, just chilling, just like with one in peace meditation. Great in my thoughts.
I love
it's
it.
A dark, dangerous place sometimes in my thoughts. Oh my God. It's super fun in there. And then I brush my teeth, turn off my like big light, so it's just the red light, and I'm just chilling with the red light, and then I turn it off before I go to bed.
I love it.
And that's my bedtime routine.
I love it. I love a good nighttime routine. I'll be so real that I am like that. This is the thing that I'm the worst at being consistent with. It's something that I'm done making excuses for it. Effective 2 days ago, being rigid with it now.
I've heard it too much. She needs to be done. She needs to do her routine.
Yeah. It's hard. I have a really hard time with like work-life balance. Yeah. And like knowing when to put my computer away, because I always feel like there are more things that I could be doing. So that's like an internal, that's like my biggest source of attention right now is like stop working, relax, because I can feel it when I don't. But the routine that I do when I'm being good about it, I've been good about it lately. Just some days that are busy with work, it's harder. It's an excuse though. It's whatever. Once the sun goes down, I don't have an overhead light on, like period, end of story at all. Like I always try and eat my dinner like pretty early, right whenever I get home usually. If for whatever reason like the sun is already down when I get home and it's time for dinner, the first thing I do is go straight to the kitchen, eat my dinner, so that once it hits like 7 o'clock, I am upstairs in my room, bedroom door locked, like no one's hearing from me. I'm done. My roommates know this, my boyfriend knows this, like I am in my room locked up there, no overhead lights on at all. That is something that I'm really, really into the circadian rhythm, and like that is something that I have done a lot of research about. That's something that I am very rigid with. Is like my eyeballs do not experience artificial fluorescent lighting once the sun goes down. So I use like my Hatch, the little like sunrise like light lamp thing, whatever, on my alarm clock. I love a good salt lamp. I have a salt lamp nightlight in my bathroom. It's like a little wall plug-in. So if I'm like taking my shower at nighttime, I don't use the overhead light. I only use the salt lamp. Very dim, like moody, whatever, to like help my body know that it's time to go to sleep. I am like horridly against taking melatonin as a supplement because your body is supposed to produce it naturally. So like this is why I don't use artificial light, because your body doesn't know to start producing melatonin until whatever. We'll get into that whole tangent later. But no artificial light. And then once I've had my dinner, I like pre-prep all of my little like nighttime beverages that I drink. So I have my magnesium. That's really the only one that I do. I kind of stack everything into my one drink. So it's just like water, magnesium, a little bit of electrolytes. I do cherry plum. It's like a little dropper. That's fun. It's something that my stepmom has talked about. She's kind of like into the herbalist stuff a little bit. So supposedly it's good for control, control problems. Yeah. A few drops of cherry plum in there. Yeah. Jill's like laughing because she's like, yeah, you need that. You can tell when I'm not taking it. Yeah. Do that. I'm not consistent with that one and it shows, but anyways.
I love her.
Do that. And then have that all ready to go. Come upstairs. The first thing I do is make sure that my bedroom is picked up, because sometimes during the day I'm in and out of my house all the time, so my room can kind of get messy during the day. Pick it up, make sure that it's nice and clean. Depending on the day, sometimes I'll like do a quick little yoga vibe in my bedroom just to like stretch and get some extra movement out. I've learned that if I've had a bad day or I'm like stressed or there's a lot happening and I need to like slow down, but my brain won't stop slowing down, I need to move my body. And whether it's like a quick little yoga 10-minute stretch vibe, whatever the case may be, whether it's just like breath work or whatever, like that last little bit of movement to know that it's time to calm down, love doing that. Aloe Moves has been like one of my favorite things that I do in my nighttime routine to help me kind of wind down. It's been great. And then get in the shower, do my whole little shower routine, do my skincare routine. I keep it pretty simple with the skincare. I've learned that my skin just does better when I use just face wash, moisturizer, face oil. That's the end of it. And then I get in bed, read my book, have my nice big fluffy robe on with the weighted shoulder thing. I'm diffusing lavender. I use it's like a vagus nerve pillow mist. It's very great. Love the scent of that. Read my book. I have my blue light glasses on because I'm still not great about putting my phone away. So I got the blue light glasses on to kind of help with the phone light. The next thing I like to do is plan out my day. I kind of like any remaining to-do lists that I need to do. I don't know if that's really helpful for like getting my brain to stop being in work mode, is to like get it out, write it down on a piece of paper, put it in my notes on my phone, what like set reminders, do all the things, kind of delegate unfinished tasks to tomorrow so that I can actually like rest and calm down. And then I just like lay there. Sometimes it takes me a long time to fall asleep, I'm not gonna lie. I just like lay there, and I have been really big on breath work when I'm trying to fall asleep lately. So like being intentional about my breathing, like laying on my back, eyes closed, meditation vibe, really just like into with my breath, thinking about the things that, like Jill was saying that she journals. I don't really journal them. Like I don't write them down. I just kind of think through them in my head as I'm trying to fall asleep, like getting rid of the things that didn't serve me today that I'm still holding on to. What can I do better tomorrow? What was a waste of my energy? Like kind of just like going through, kind of auditing my day and my routine, seeing if I can optimize anything tomorrow. And then I do that until I fall asleep, literally.
I love it. I love it, guys. I love it.
Great.
And my phone is the worst enemy. I want to throw it out the window.
I'm definitely not perfect about any of it.
And, you know, we are both not perfect. I always get my TikTok kick sometimes at night, and it's just, then I'm doom scrolling a little bit too long, and I start a little bit later than I would like to. It happens. Shit happens. Like, it just really does.
Did I tell you about my checklist that I made?
No, tell me.
Okay, so I just did this. I haven't printed it out yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow, but I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to come back and report and let y'all know how I like it. I am very much a to-do list person. I love checking something off, and like literally everything is like a bullet that I'm supposed to check off in my day. And I've had a hard time figuring out the best way to organize it because like I have my work project management software that I use, and then there's the school like system that we use to organize everything, and then there's like our podcast system that we use. Like there's lots of things all over the place, and so I've had a really hard time making sure that everything gets done because there are just so many places to check. And that's something that I noticed that I was like, I can totally make this more efficient because I love a to-do list, but the things are everywhere. So what the hell am I supposed to do? So I made, it's almost like a planner meets a daily to-do list meets whatever. So I like designed it all in Google Docs, and it's like different every day of the week based on, because like we were just kind of talking about our day-to-day changes based on what day of the week it is with school and work and all of those things. So I have one for literally every single day of the week except for my weekend days. And it starts from like the moment I wake up, and it's like to-do list, check off like my morning routine things, like wake up, chug your electrolytes, then check it off, and then do your breath work and then check it off. Like that way I'm like making sure I hit everything. And then I did the same thing with like on the days that I go to work, I kind of organized how I'm going to block my time so that like for 45 minutes I'm focusing on this, and then I check all the things off, and it's just like a whole structured checklist of literally every single thing that I'm supposed to do. And I left blanks in it so that I can like write in things as things come up and change. But it's like a very like, that way I have it, it's on paper, everything is right there together. It's kind of like organized based on the specific day and what needs to be done on that specific day, but like very nitty gritty. There's room for like a brain dump at the end of it. At the beginning of the day, you write your 3 goals for the day on it. Like there's a whole like, I'm excited to see how it's, tomorrow's my first day using it. That's what I did all day yesterday.
Oh my gosh, please report back.
So I'm gonna report back and let y'all know how I like that. This is my new system that I'm using to optimize my day and make sure that I'm like really on it with the routines, because I just do better when I get to check things off a list, is something that I've learned.
Yeah, and that's somewhere I differ. Like I just wake up and decide like what needs to have the most attention of the day or where my attention needs to go. Sometimes I have a test, and normally I wouldn't focus on school on one day, but I'm going to focus on school when I have a test or things like that. I don't need to write it down. I just need to mentally know that I'm going to do it. That's just how I work.
That's so interesting.
I don't like to write things out. I have a calendar of things of events that happen and where I need to go, but like to-do list, I just know in my head of how I need to do it.
That's so interesting to me. I wonder if it's because I have such a hard time like putting work down that once I check off, like I make the task so specific and nitty-gritty so that I can check it off and then know that it's done. I don't have to like keep circling back to it because my brain gets so everywhere.
Yeah, your brain
is. Like it just does. So it's interesting. So like we just talked about in our last episode, this is going to be different for everyone. I like a rigid, structured, like literally it has in my little whole planner thing, date night with my boyfriend on Thursday nights is literally written in there for me to check off. Like, I am so extreme with it. But I love it. It makes me happy. I'm excited to use it.
I just know not to rely on anything. And I know things change all the time. Like, it just happens. It happens. So it almost frustrates me more if I like write things down. Like today we were supposed to record earlier than we did. And if I wrote that down and I had to like scratch it out, then like change everything around, it would frustrate me. That's just how it is to me. Like, that frustrates me of having to scratch out things because I like things color coded and all the things. It would just frustrate me to change it. Because it just helps me go with the flow a little bit more if I just am going off of my brain, because I don't know, I just like to, that's just how I am. Because if things don't happen the way that they're written down or I had planned, that frustrates me. It just makes me annoyed and angry, and to avoid that, I just have a go with the flow mentality. I'll get this all done today.
Perfect example that it's not gonna look the same for everybody, and that you optimize based on what works best for you. So if y'all are like resonating with one of us more than the other, like use that to your advantage and kind of like help to help you like plan your system and all the good things. It's very much something that Jill and I were just talking about this today. Like, I wanted to like hit the ground running on fine-tuning and refining my system, because I feel like there are a lot of places that could use some adjustment. So this is what Jill and I are going to be working on for the next like few weeks, and we're going to report back and let you all know.
And I'm adding things constantly. Like, I'm adding something to my nighttime routine tonight to try, and it'll be interesting to see how this works and if it actually benefits me and how I'm supposed to. I'm always adding and changing things. It might be the smallest little thing. It might be like I go to bed 15 minutes earlier, or I go stay up a little bit later, but I mean, it just, all of the little modifications and the little things matter. So I'm always constantly tweaking.
Well, it's easier whenever you kind of adjust them and like set them based on your big why in the first place. And like, I guess the why can be different for every system that you have, but like we were just kind of talking about, one of the biggest things that motivates me to do the nighttime routine on the days that I don't want to put my computer down is like, you're going to feel like shit when you wake up in the morning and you're like not well rested, because the last thing you did was work, and then you put your computer down, you put your head on the pillow, and then you wake up and then it's time to go again. Like, wow, okay, nervous system overload. That's not like,
you need to regulate your nervous system. It does catch up to you if you don't do that.
Totally.
And like, turned my mic off. There you go. We're back. We are back. Turn my mic off. But if you regulate your nervous system, it truly does help at the end of the day. Like Ellie said, she freaks out in the morning if she just said to close her computer and go to bed. That's why I'm just so rigid with my nighttime routine, because I know that's how I feel. Even if I wake up 15 minutes late, I like am a stress ball, and people can like actually attest to this. Like, I like actually get angry. Like, not angry. Angry is the wrong word, but I just get frustrated because it's
this is why Jill can't write it down.
I feel like I'm behind. What?
So this is why you can't write it down.
Yeah, I guess so. I can't write it down because if I freak out like, oh my gosh, it's like overstimulate. Overstimulate is how I would like describe it. I just get overstimulated easily because it's just like too much. Like, I just get overstimulated easily. So like, I have to wake up at a certain time. That's just me, and that's just how I go.
Just figure out what works for you. Like we just said, that was something that we were just talking about today, is how we're gonna like fine tune our systems and try and like test out some new weird things and like beauty hacks, weird like products.
Castor oil's our new one. Even like me, like I test with essential oils at night. I'm like, do I like eucalyptus better, or do I like lavender better? It's weird. Or do I like my hemp oil? Like, it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something fun. Anything that y'all have like seen or heard that you're like kind of wanting to try, but you're curious about what it does, let us know, and maybe we'll guinea pig it for you.
We'll always guinea pig it. I'm like always down to guinea pig, even if it's just the weirdest thing in the entire world. Like, guys, I'll do it. I'll do it. I literally told you I spray magnesium on my feet. Like, I do every night.
It's good for you. I do too. I forgot to include that. I did too. Magnesium on me.
It's a weird thing. Like, my brother is probably like, oh my God, you're so weird right now on the other end. But it works for me, Lucas. Maybe you should try it too. Maybe you should try it too.
Yeah, we'll just kind of test run for the next few weeks, and then we'll come back and let y'all know like when we've really fine-tuned and narrow down our systems and our routines. We're gonna come back and update y'all on what that looks like.
Let us know if you like this. We can maybe make it a bi-weekly thing to like let you know our updates and things they've changed or things we're liking. We're more than welcome to do that. Just let us know.
It'll be super fun.
Y'all
I think that's all that I really have to say about my system.
Yeah.
Some of the things that work right now. The things that work right now. This is definitely like a change. It's going to change. We're going to adapt it.
This is why I can't write it down because I got to change it. This is why I can't write it down.
I'll update the planner.
We'll update it.
But yeah, we'll keep y'all posted. Let us know if you need anything from us. We're here for you. We love you.
You're awesome.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.